Hello, Sonoma County. Number one questions we are getting gearing up for 2025 and the market that is supposed to be a bit busier is how, as a home buyer, can I find the best deals in the Sonoma County market? We're going to dive into this. I got a couple of tips and a couple of opportunities that might be right up your alley if you are also looking to find a deal in Sonoma County in 2025. But first, I'm Morgan DeVincenzi with Sullivan Group Real Estate, and we help people move into, out of, and all around Sonoma County every single year. So if you're thinking about making a move, getting into the market for the first time, investing, and looking for that deal, this is the video for you, and let's get to it. Looking for a deal in the real estate market can feel a little bit like following a treasure map, where you kind of have an idea of where you could go, but is it really going to end up getting you what you ultimately want? There are absolutely opportunities in the market, and there are certain strategies that we will suggest using to give yourself the best opportunity to find those deals. First, let's kind of acknowledge that when we say a real estate deal, that can mean a few different things to different people depending on who's watching this video. That could be a extreme fixer-upper that's going to give them a lot of opportunity for fixing it up and having a bunch of equity, or something where maybe there's seller financing or a great opportunity to get a great condition home at a nice price, or a deal of finding a house off market and having less competition. Any one of these can line up that buyer for a great deal in the real estate market, and we have experience helping with all those different scenarios and more. So keep that in mind when we're talking through these strategies. These can be applied to all different types of home deals and purchases in 2025. First and foremost, work with a local agent. We cannot stress this enough, and hopefully this seems a little bit obvious. If you are looking for a deal in any local market, you have to work with somebody who knows the neighborhoods, the communities, the opportunities of those up and coming neighborhoods, or neighborhoods that might have unique features so the home values are not as high as some of the other areas. Working with our local team, we intimately know all the different towns, cities, neighborhoods, and those niche little corners that hold a lot of opportunities for buyers looking for especially that deal in the real estate market. Working with a local expert also means we have connections to other local opportunities, whether that's our different vendors, contractors, business owners that hear of opportunities that come up. And of course, we are very engaged with our local agent community. So those off-market or coming soon properties that are available before you might see them on all those big search sites like Zillow, Realtor.com, and so on. We have access to those properties ahead of time, getting our clients into the property, potentially less competition, and uncovering those possibilities of getting that deal here in Sonoma County. Quick example, each year we end up with at least a couple sales that end up being off-market transactions. A lot of these come up because the homeowners themselves have certain circumstances, whether it's health-related, timeline-related, or family scenarios that say that they don't really want to put the house live on market, blast it all over the internet that the home is for sale, or have a lot of people come through the house for health reasons. Because of that, we've helped our clients, whether representing the seller or representing the buyer, secure a contract, get the home sold, and oftentimes it does benefit both of them for the convenience of the seller not wanting to put it on the market, and of course for the buyer likely getting a little bit better deal than if that house went on the live open market and blasted out to all the buyers searching for a similar type home. All right, this one's geared a little bit more towards you that might be contractors, handy people, or looking to get a little bit of that sweat equity. Keep an eye out for those distressed properties. We constantly see a few distressed properties hit the market and trickle into the market throughout the year, and they usually go pretty quick because there's a lot of opportunity there. A truly distressed home, something that's usually not even in a livable condition, will hit the market, and maybe it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, older home. Homes like those would go for $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in a more livable condition, but they're listing for $300,000 to $500,000 because it's going to need that much of an investment to get it back into a livable condition. Of course, not everybody has has the skills, the time, or the financial backing for these properties, but they are out there and we hear about them either off market or on market. And these provide a really great opportunity for a buyer to get in, own a piece of real estate, and as an owner, you can fix it up over time. You can either hire a contractor to do the work for you, or you can get your hands dirty and start tearing things down and re-putting it back together to be a beautiful home, either to live in or as a flip opportunity to sell. And that's a whole nother conversation of what that might look like if you're looking for a deal in Sonoma County to then flip as an investment. We do have experience there, and those are always really fun. A side note here, a lot of times people looking for deals in the market are also keeping their eyes out for those looming foreclosures and short sales that the media likes to put out, saying that we should be having a rush of those coming into the market. Realistically, we don't anticipate here in Sonoma County having a ton of foreclosures or short sales anytime soon, because we've had such appreciation of home values, especially in the last 5 years, since just before the pandemic to current. Homeowners have really earned quite a bit of equity that if they came under some complicated circumstances, they could put a for sale sign in front of the house, get it sold, maybe break even, or still a lot of times walk away with a little bit of a profit, not having to go towards the foreclosure and short sales. Of course, we do have access to that information for homes that are foreclosed on or going into a short sale situation, so we can always keep an eye on those, but that's not likely to be the most common area to find a deal in 2025. Next, if you're looking for a deal, you have to be open to those more emerging areas of Sonoma County, the most desirable neighborhoods, the cities with all the amenities. Oftentimes, those are going to have a little bit higher price tag and a little more consistent pricing in those markets. However, there are certain neighborhoods within those cities and other towns surrounding those cities that typically have a little bit more flexibility in what the pricing and the opportunities may look like. If you're looking in Petaluma for a home, you're probably not going to find a ton of deals because the demand is so high and most of the neighborhoods are really nice. So looking into other areas on the outskirts, maybe coming a little bit closer to the river or into Rohnert Park, some of those areas, they're a little bit more emerging. Rohnert Park is still building its downtown area that once that's in Rohnert Park's whole feel is going to change from such a bedroom community to really a vibrant town itself. So things to kind of look at that way. Also, if you really like Santa Rosa, there's certain areas where prices are stronger and other areas where we have opportunities to find more of those deals. And then outside of Santa Rosa, going into West County, going into the river area, it's a little bit of a different commute style and access to amenities. So pricing usually does vary a little bit more out there as well. And same thing in North County. You know, if you're looking in Healdsburg, prices are pretty strong, but if you're open to Cloverdale or some of those areas a little bit north of Healdsburg, you'll find a lot more opportunity. We can kind of talk through what these different areas look like and how to pinpoint which one might be right for you or right for your type of investment as well. Last but not least, and I hope this is the one you listen to most, is be ready to move quickly. These deals do not last long, and I feel very salesy saying that, and we are not really a salesy team here. We kind of have a little bit more natural vibe to us, but boy, if you want those deals and you're really motivated to not pay top dollar for the property you're going to purchase in 2025, you have to be ready to strike. Have your funds available. If you're paying with cash, have them liquid. If you're using financing, you need to have possibly some creative financing available. Your typical conventional loan, FHA, VA, you may not be able to use those types of loans on the more distressed properties. If the property is in such poor condition, the financing will not go through on these, but there are certain loans, there's construction loans where it factors in the purchase of the property as well as the renovation cost all into one loan, and you don't pay the loan payment until you're actually living in the property or the construction is complete. You do have interest payments accruing during that time. Of course, nothing comes for free. There's portfolio loans or there's hard or private money. We have wonderful lenders for all of these different things, but likely if you're looking for a deal, looking for something a little bit outside of the box or in a less than livable condition, those are the types of financing you need to have prepared and ready to go. Of course, working with an agent that is proactive and available is going to be key. I can't tell you how many times we come across buyers that have been in the market, have been watching the market, trying to lock in a property, and their agent has been too slow to the punch to get them to the right property at the right time, which is so sad. So definitely take that into account when you are preparing to make this purchase in 2025. Have your agent ready to go, make sure they're proactive and just as ready with you, and have your financing ready and in place. So when that property comes up, you and your agent are boots on the ground, doing your research, writing that offer, and locking it down. We help clients do this every year, and we love finding those deals in the market. I'm going to be a little bit of the reality check at the tail end of this video to say Sonoma County is never going to be a cheap purchase or a cheap place to live, but that's also the lifestyle we choose here in Sonoma County because we have all the amenities, we have this gorgeous weather, we have so much to offer here in this area and access to so much more. So keep that in mind, that finding a deal in the real estate market is not out of the realm, and we help people do that every single year. What that deal means and getting a house for nothing is usually not the case. So we'll help you kind of navigate what that's going to look like, what your budget is, what areas fit that, and how to find the best opportunity at the best price for you as a new home buyer in 2025 here in Sonoma County. I hope this is helpful. My info's here on the screen. Absolutely reach out. We can answer your questions, kind of dialogue through what you're looking for, what that next investment might be, whether it's for you and your family to live in potentially or an investment opportunity. We can help with all of it. Go ahead and comment down below. Let us know. Have you been watching the market here in Sonoma County? Are you new to the market? What information can we provide? Go ahead and hit that like button, tap the subscribe, and hit the bell in the top corner. You'll be notified when we release more helpful information about all things Sonoma County and Sonoma County real estate and all those juicy deals here in Sonoma County as well. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.